Kentucky dominated this ball game in the first half. Their players took some hard fouls, and during the course of the game, overcame nagging injuries, such as twisting an ankle, but they continued to play hard. By halftime, Kentucky held a commanding 41-27 lead. During halftime, President Obama gave an interview. I will play it at the end of my game description, if you are interested. At the beginning of the second half, Kansas tried to rally and get within single digits. Kentucky was able to hold off the surge. Some careless play by Kansas put Kentucky back on top by 16 with 14:41 left in the game. Too many commercials is ruining this game. 3 breaks within 2 minutes. I hate that. Kansas keeps pushing them. Unfortunately, Kentucky just hit 2 3-pointers in a row. FYI, there are some really good-looking girls in the crowd. Amazing. So many missed shots by both teams. As a neutral observer, to say this game has been sloppy at this point would be an understatement. Kansas is now having a rally and has it within 7 points with 3:52 left to play. They both traded 3-pointers. Kansas has got to shoot. They are passing too much. Down to 5 with 1:37 to go. Under a minute, Kansas is fouling. Kentucky is making the free throws. Horrible first half ruined Kansas. Final score: Kentucky 67, Kansas 59. Here is President Obama's interview.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Another honor and privilege to hang out with you.
How you been?
Very good, very good, and great to see you. Now, last time I saw you, it was the start of the 68-team tournament. Give me your assessment of how you've enjoyed the tournament to this point.
Well, it's been a great tournament. I think that we've been surprised by how most teams have lived up to expectations. Mm-hmm. Usually in the tournament, there's more surprises.
Yeah.
But the top teams have been terrific, and obviously the way Kentucky's been playing has impressed everybody. The one that hurt was North Carolina.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as you know, I picked them to win it all. But
I did see that.
But once Kendall Marshall went down, you had to figure they were going to have problems, because I actually think he's as good a point guard as there is in the country. Now, what is this?
This is a Big Ten championship hat from the Ohio State Buckeyes from 2010. I figured that
how did it accidentally appear?
It was on my head initially, but because I saw that you had the Buckeyes in your Final Four, I figured you might get a kick out of it.
I got no problem.
Okay, all right.
That's a nice looking hat.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, but I don't get to keep it though. Huh?
No, you're not going to keep it. I need it for my dome, Mr. President. I need it for mine. How does the fact that your daughters now are taking up the game of basketball, how does that play into their total development from your standpoint as a dad?
Well, first, a couple things. Number one is how pleased I am to see women's sports and girls' sports develop since you and I were kids.
Yep, exactly.
Number two is I bleed when those girls play. I know you must have felt the same way when Neg was playing, and I know your daughter plays volleyball. But watching them play, I just want them to do so well, and when something goes right, it is more joy than I ever got.
No question about
playing
it.
myself.
Without question. There's a thrill you get with your kids excelling. And you've actually gotten involved in teaching your girls the game a little bit as well. Talk about that from your perspective.
Sasha's actually the one who's been playing a lot more lately.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a group of 10-year-olds. They're called the Vipers.
Right.
And, they've gotten pretty good. And they have a wonderful woman who is coaching them, but she occasionally needed a little help, so I'd come in and we'd do some clinics and teach them the basics and run some plays, and I ended up just being so attached to these girls, and they had an end of the season tournament that they won.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they won 5 games in a row over the weekend.
How much was coaching?
Well, I can't take too much credit for it. I really can't. But what you see is them progressively improving and coming together as a team, and suddenly they're running plays and things are kicking in that you practiced, and it was a great joy to watch.
I was here a couple of years ago. You and I actually had a little game of POTUS.
I wasn't going to remind you.
No, I was going to bring it up because I should bring it up. How often do you get a chance to come down here and shoot that sweet left-handed jumper of yours?
When Reggie Love was around, when my assistant, since he played at Duke, we'd come in and we'd have some big horse games down here. And occasionally on the weekends we'll come out here and play some. Reggie's now back at business school. There's nobody who I think really can take me on around here.
I wish you would have given me the opportunity to go at it again.
Yeah, Clark, I think the general rule is, I want to make sure that I retire a champion. I'm not going to go out like some of those folks who overstay their welcome.
That's well said, said. But I would have relished one chance to
maybe in the second term.
Yeah, okay.
When your knees are a little worse.
And that will certainly be the case.